Hey, hey! Welcome back, my friends, to Vintage Stories. So check it out, our leather is very, very almost there. 4.4 days out of 4.5 days. Now, for today's episode, I thought we could work around our base and, more than anything else, expand it upwards. Oh, yeah. So if we pop outside, if you check out the shape of our little house mountain thing here, there's actually quite a lot of space up here as well. What if, instead of making ourselves a dedicated greenhouse build, what if we were to just have the greenhouse on top of our base area? But again, sort of embedded into the mountain here. So how are we going to do this greenhouse thingy? What I'm thinking of is maybe digging this out here and then having a staircase go all the way up to the second layer. We just need to take stock of how tall this room down the bottom here is, and then that will help determine how tall this staircase needs to go. So we need to go 1 block up, 2 blocks up, 3, 4, and possibly 5 up here. Okay, that should be pretty easy to work with. Alright, so towards the back here, we don't really have a great deal of space at all. So, yeah, we've got the staircase here, we go around here, and then we go right to enter what is going to be the greenhouse. Maybe we could use this little narrow area here as some sort of rudimentary storage for all of these seeds that we're going to be planting inside our greenhouse here. Yeah, I think that's a nice idea. So then, my friends, while we're making a start here, it gives me an opportunity to say a massive thank you for all of your lovely support throughout this series. I really do appreciate the support in the form of the likes and the comments, subscriptions, even just you guys watching these videos. I really appreciate it a lot. Of course, if you do want to continue supporting these episodes, the channel and the series, a like rating is by far the best way of showing your support. So here we are. We've just come across the ceiling layer of the area down below. What if upstairs we have ourselves andesite cobble as the floor? Oh, wait, no, hang on a minute. I've just thought of something. We're going to need a whole bunch of water and dirt blocks up here, aren't we? So, actually, we're probably going to need to heighten this room by another block. It's got to be said, I'm really enjoying the fact that we're just kind of expanding upon our current base area as opposed to, I don't know, making a whole bunch of buildings all over the place. Now, don't get me wrong, I am still gonna make a bunch of buildings all over the place, but yeah, for now, at the sort of beginning stages here, well, I say beginning stages, I think we're probably more so into the, I don't know, middle stages of our playthrough here. I don't really know, to be honest with you. What I do know is my body temperature is taking an absolute dive. Yeah, this isn't very good. Eventually, we're going to be starting to take freezing damage. I'm going to need to get some sort of fire going, in which case, and firing a bunch of flint here to become calcined flint seems like a pretty good way to go. So, come on. Come on. Oh, there we are. That just took a nice little jump there, didn't it? 34.3, 34.6. Oh, yeah. You might have noticed my maximum health has taken a bit of a dive as well. That's because I actually died since the last episode, which sucks. A wolf cornered me while I was trying to go flint hunting. I've actually done quite a lot since the last episode. The first one being, believe it or not, I've actually mined the entire brown coal vein that we had going on up here, which is why it's no longer a waypoint on the map. We have ourselves just about 3 stacks of brown coal. I've dug up the charcoal pit I had going in the last episode as well, so we got a stack and a half of charcoal. My clay supply is looking really nice as well. And would you look at this? Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves leather. So, before we get back on with our greenhouse, let's see what we can make with all of this leather. Oh man, I'm so excited. My goodness me, is there a lot of stuff here. Wow. Alright, so starting off with the backpack, 8 leather per craft. So 1, 2, 3, 4 backpacks. That's going to grant us 4 additional inventory slots. So empty out our linen sacks. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. Man, that's a crazy amount of inventory space we have now. Oh, fantastic. I wonder if we can sell our linen sacks. Oh, that'd be a great way to get rid of these bad boys, huh? Right, let's pop into here. Hey there, Tatsy. What have you got? Can I... Oh, I actually can. Oh, I can only sell 2 of them, though. Huh, okay. So, let's get you one of them and another one. Buy, sell. There's a couple of rusty gears. And then, I dare say, at some point in the future, we can probably sell him the other 2 linen sacks. Do you know what? I noticed honeycomb being sold once again via this trader. So here we are. Beeswax, we can buy 3 loads of 2. So, 6. There we are. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. And then, in addition to that, I can also buy some tree seeds. Pine. Should we go for some pine? I think that'd be a nice idea. Let's do it. Not a bad little trading sesh right there, eh, my friends? Gotten rid of some old linen sacks, bought a whole bunch of excellent stuff here. Next up, the upgraded bellows. How do we make it? 3 nails and strips. Can it be any nails and strips? I just saw iron go past there. Copper nails and strips. Do we have any spare copper nails and strips? Yes, but only 2. Ah, alright, well, we're gonna make ourselves some more, in which case, hold on a minute. Previously, we were on about wanting to make ourselves a longbow, and for the longest time, we've had this bow stave being dried, and it is now dry. The thing is, though, if we really wanted to, we could instead go for the recurve bow. Comes with slightly more piercing damage and more accuracy bonus, but it does come with less durability. Flax twine, leather, bones, raw bushmeat. We've got all of this stuff. Why would we not go for a recurve bow in which case? Oh, this is why I can't make it. Has to be a recurve bow stave. We have ourselves a normal bow stave. In which case, what is the difference? Raw long bow stave, a couple of logs, and a saw. Recurve bow stave. Oh, interesting. Oh! You could do it with a regular bow stave. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I spotted that before. Okay, well, in which case, we are indeed going for a longbow. So here we are. 1, 2 with the fat. And that should be it. 1, 2, 3. Leather. Longbow. Ah, okay, that's actually a substantial upgrade compared to my simple bow as well. More piercing damage and a 20% accuracy bonus? Hell yeah! Alright, 1 load of copper nails and strips coming right up. And here we are. Let's get these bad boys cooled down. All we need now are some boards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be a whole bunch of leather. Then it's going to be the nails and strips. Oh, yeah. Small bellows. Now, according to some research I did, there are large bellows, but unfortunately, there's no way to make or obtain them just yet in this Vintage Story Update 1.22. Presumably, the ability to obtain this will be added later on. So yeah, the small bellows we've got going on now, it'll do the job. So if I was to just... Oh, yeah, look at it. No durability. Yeah! Oh, dude, I love having infinite durability on my bellows. It's going to make working on future metal projects so much more convenient. Dude, this flint takes such a long time to get going, doesn't it? But the thing is, it turns out you can actually put flint in a bloomery. If my reading is anything to go by, I think I saw it in some, like, 1.20 Vintage Story patch notes. You could put flint in a bloomery. I don't know how much flint you could put in a bloomery, but the more you could put in there, the more efficient and less time-consuming it is to wait for the flint to convert into calcined flint. Anyway, coming up next, we've got 27 leather left behind. What can we make with all of that. Let's see, for example, how much leather it would take to make full leather armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the helmet. I am assuming it would be the body armor that takes the most, though. Oh my god. And then the leg armor, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so what's the maths on that? 22 plus 11 is 33, and then we need to add on 7. So 40 bits of leather are required in the creation of full leather armor. That is wild. We could always go for the slightly lower end leather jerkin, which, as you can see, 250 durability. It's very, very basic, but the thing is, it can be used in the creation of higher end armor, chain armor. I'm pretty sure chain armor is the armor I made in my previous Vintage Story Let's Play series over on the PythonGB channel. As you can see, as we cycle through the different types of chain armor, each of them has different stats. Bismuth bronze, black bronze, iron. Oh my goodness me, there's a lot of stuff we could do here, isn't there? There is also the brigandine or brigandine armor, which, as you can see, once again, lots and lots of different types to be had. So let's go for copper here, for example. Wow, this requires plates. Each plate requiring 2 ingots. Sheesh. Maybe when we start to experiment with mechanical power and health hammers, maybe then we can start going for plate armor. But, yeah, I don't know. Either way, both of these armor sets are going to require a lot of time and a lot of resources, huh? The other thing we can use this leather for is clothing. Only as you can see with our current clothing, it's not looking great. It's all got terrible condition, and as a result, it's not actually providing a great deal of warmth for us anymore. So 0.5 degrees for the worn leather boots, 1 degree for the high leather boots. This requires 12 leather, though. Dude, that is mad expensive. Fur-lined vest. Well, this is interesting. I wonder if my current pelt, the large, might do the job for us. Oh, yeah, turns out our large pelt can be used in the creation of fur-lined vests. 3 degrees warmth. Nice. Oh, we got ourselves a small bit of pelt from that craft as well. Now, the cool thing is when you hover over each clothing item in your inventory, you can see on the left there what slot it applies to on your character. So we've got 1 out of 6 clothes slots taken care of. We've still got a hell of a lot more to make if we're going to have ourselves fully clothed for the winter, huh? Turns out, though, we won't be able to make all leather stuff for all of these slots over here. We've got ourselves leather braces here, which I guess are okay, but they don't really provide any bonus to us, so maybe making these leather boots might actually be a good idea then. Oh, we've only just got enough flax as well. Okay, well, let's do this thing. High leather boots. So, on goes the fur-lined vest. On go the high leather boots. A grass shirt. Okay. 1 degree warmth bonus. I mean, we could do that pretty easy, actually. There we are. So that should be able to go on here. Yeah! Trousers. What trousers options do we have? Rawhide trousers. Okay, let's see what our rawhide supplies are looking like. Oh man, we could have had ourselves a rawhide tunic instead of this fur-lined vest. Oh, okay, then again though, the rawhide vest does provide more warmth. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, I can imagine the comments now. Knee-high fur boots, 2 degrees. We've just spent 12 leather on these high leather boots. Oh my god, no! We could have had far better ones! Oh no! Oh, I messed that up big time, didn't I? Right, here we go though. Rawhide trousers. We've got some. Nice. Right, now we have a hat and some sort of mask or something or other to fill this slot up with. Rawhide wrap. I mean, literally, I was just moving around all of these little things in the crafting grid there to just see if I could make anything. Turns out we can. Rawhide wrap. Another 1 degree warmth boost for our person. Out of principle, I almost don't want to make these, but the additional 1 degree warmth boost... Oh, I can't not. I can't not. Wow, there's a lot of different hats that exist in this game here. Holy crap. Arctic Fox Trapper hat. Wow, we don't have that, unfortunately, so we can't do that. White Nadian Peasant hat. Sheesh, what even is most of this stuff? I mean, there's nothing stopping us from just having ourselves a straw hat, right? Still gives another bonus 1 degree warmth. So, let's do this thing. Oh yeah, you might notice I accidentally made a hide hat as well. That was a mistake, but, oh well. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now fully clothed with some decent clothing. And do you know what? I actually look kind of awesome. I look like someone who's meant to be a farmer. It's worth noting that you can get bonus warmth with your vanity slots on the right-hand side here. A lot of it seems to be sort of negligible, though, at most. I like how this episode has turned into the Let's Clothe Ourselves episode. I mean, it was always something that we needed to do, so yeah, here we are. Already on our person, we have 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees bonus warmth with our clothing. That's not bad going, is it? Can I, like, strip these down with a knife to become, like, strands or something? Is that something you can do? I wish it was. I dare say in modded you could do that, but in vanilla... So far as I can see anyway, unless I'm using the wrong tool. Maybe shears will allow me to... No, can't strip these things down, huh? Okay, never mind. Well, on another note, at least our calcined flint chunks have finally been cooked up. We're making them into powder, of course, and then we can make ourselves some more fire clay. There we are, 19 powdered calcined flint. I think all I'm going to do at this point is just chuck away my old clothes. There's not really too much I could do with them. Aside from those high leather boots we made earlier. I'm not about to let that leather I used go to waste. That would just be silly. So... when it comes to future winters, at least we've got some boots, right? I'm still so sad, though, because leather is a valuable, valuable resource, and we wasted 12 of it on something we didn't even need. Oh. So, hello, my friends. Time for a little bit of a snooze, and then we're going to get back to our greenhouse attic. Oh, good lord. We woke up to being freezing, did we? All right, Firewood, I'm going to need you here, buddy. Come on now. It's because this is now technically an open base, isn't it? Yeah, we go up here. It's just all open to the elements, isn't it? Which means all of this is open to the elements as well. Yikes. Anyway, let's warm ourselves up. On another note, check it out, my friends. We're finally into the new year. In calendar terms, but in terms of, like, I don't know, crop year terms? When is it in the year we start a new world? Is it May? Or April or March? Maybe at some point I need to find that out for certain. Anyway, here we are. Our body temperature is now back up to scratch and looking good. Oh, look at that. We're going to sell some bunch of snow on the stairs there. I kind of like that. It looks kind of nice. Now, the cool thing is when it comes to greenhouse making, you don't need to worry about having the walls be made out of glass. You literally only need the ceiling / roof to be made out of at least 50% glass. And what you can do to make your glass go further is, if we were to grab out our saw here, what we should be able to do is convert a bunch of these glass blocks into glass slabs? Wait, is it not the saw we do that with? Am I just being a doofus brain? Wait, why can I not? Oh, I can. Okay. I'll tell you what we can do in the meantime to make this place not be open to the elements anymore. Maybe we make ourselves a door downstairs here. Let's just grab ourselves a bunch of these boards. And we'll get a door placed down, let's say, there, like that. Then, how about this for a smart idea? What if I was to place down a block like that, a block like that? Then, here's where the clever part comes in. We're going to get our clay oven. And we're going to place it underneath here. Something like that, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves out one of these andesite stair items. And we're going to place it down like this. Oh, yeah. So now our base should no longer be open to the elements. And we have a secret clay heaven. Now, in terms of the back area here, you might be expecting me to just place down a whole bunch of bloomeries. But actually, I think what could go perfectly in this space here, eventually, is a coke oven. Now, in order to make a coke oven, we need a ton of these here fire clay bricks, but we need to make them into fire clay brick blocks. That requires mortar, which is something we don't have access to just yet because I don't think we've come across any lime just yet. So, yeah, quick lime is gotten by cooking regular lime, and that is gotten by grinding chalk stone. Now, unfortunately, throughout our series so far, we haven't come across any chalk at all. So when it starts to warm up, we're going to need to go quite heavily exploring, aren't we? So I tell you what, for now, let's just go ahead and get 3 bloomeries set up. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Unfortunately, the actual amount of space to host the crops isn't going to be as big as I first thought. So, not including this area here, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 times 2. We've got 32 crop slots. That's not too bad, actually. For a starter greenhouse, I don't think that's too bad. All we need to do now is get the ceiling on this thing, which, of course, means getting rid of the existing terrain here. Alright, my friends, how about this for accidental perfection? The original entrance into the base is perfectly centered in relation to the upstairs room. Oh, dude, that is amazing. So, the next thing we need to work on is the greenhouse roof. It's going to be a roof that's separate from the little side room over here. This is going to have its own roof. It doesn't need to be a greenhouse, and therefore no glass is required. Whereas over here, glass is required. So, that's not quite what I had in mind there, Vintage Story. What I'm trying to do here is a typical sort of Minecraft, that's kind of annoying, a typical kind of, really? Come on, man. A typical kind of Minecraft-style slabbed roof, where sort of on the inside here, we're going to start adding in glass, like this. Dude, why does it keep doing that? Stop it! Alright, there we are. That's the first layer done. Then we just need to bring ourselves around town here. Do ourselves another, dude, why? Why? Do I need to align it against the top half? No. What about against the bottom half? Oh, hang on. Hang on. We might be onto a winning formula here. You need to place them against the bottom half of the half slab. Okay. Interesting. Oh, just about enough blocks as well. Wow. Okay. Oh my god. Why am I getting so frustrated at the placing of these slabs? The crazy thing is, this is overkill in terms of the amount of glass slabs we actually need here. So, what if we were to try and make a glass go even further with an eventual proper, standalone greenhouse build by, I don't know, maybe we get rid of some of these. We just don't need this volume of glass. The handbook entry said at least 50%. 50% is actually not that high an amount. So, I don't know. Let's do upside down stairs like this. I know. I'm going very sort of Minecraft style with my roof here. But it works. So, yeah. We're just going to go for it. Alrighty, just a few more glass slabs to get placed down. And this room will be... the vertical slabs. Oh my god, they're so annoying. What the hell, man? Come on, boom. There we are. Oh, it's not the game, it's me. I just need to learn. I need to learn how to effectively place things in such a way that they're placed correctly. Don't worry. I'm not flaming this game at all. I love this game. So to get a top half slab placed down, do we need to aim it towards like the very, very top? Yeah. Oh, no, hang on. Hang on. Come on now. Don't keep screwing me over like this. Come on. Maybe the bottom half. Okay, so bottom half of that. Very, very tippity top of that. And then we've got to get ourselves sort of another roof bit overhang done over there as well, of course. The big question is, though, what are we going to do in terms of the walls? I mean, greenhouses, they typically have glass walls, don't they? But that's not necessary. And also, I want to make my glass go a lot further than just this. So we could try chiseling some walls. But we need to do it in such a way where the inside here is not exposed to the elements in any way, shape, or form, because otherwise this won't get a temperature boost. If we're going to get into some more chiseling, we're going to need ourselves a new chisel. Only my copper one is about to go bye-byes. Oh, man, look at all these wasted cubes, though. Ugh, yikes. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this bad boy cooled down. Oh, it's accidentally gained some power. What the hell would a power bonus do to a chisel? That's a bit of a strange one. But anyways, we've got more power, so, you know, what ifs. Alrighty. So this thing should now be entirely enclosed. And as a result, we should get the greenhouse bonus? Greenhouse bonus? Where are you? So far as I can tell, keeping on referring back to the handbook entry, I'm pretty darn sure I'm not doing anything wrong here. Oh my god. I think I've been looking in entirely the wrong place. Oh my god. This has been a valid greenhouse this whole freaking time. For some reason, I thought it would pop up in my character screen. So, yeah, here we are. 109% crop growth rate, no matter what nutrient the crops we're going to have in here require. So, before we go too far with this, I think what we need to do is we need to come up with some hidden water solutions. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to have a couple of trapdoors be waterlogged. And that will guarantee that these blocks here will never go below a certain amount of moisture. There we are. That's the water placed down. Now to place down the trapdoors. As you can see, these are waterlogged. I think I need to place the trapdoors against the block above, though. Otherwise, I can't use these water sources to grab any water from, which obviously is no good. So we do that. We do that, then we get rid of that, then we get rid of that, then we can grab out our water again, and there we are. We just filled up our watering can. To be honest, I'm not even entirely sure why I'm doing this, because, you know, we're in the height of winter. We're not going to be able to grow anything just yet. I might be getting a little bit too excited. Anyway, there we are. That's a healthy-looking farming room, isn't it? Nice. So now that we have figured out what the heck was going on here regarding why this wasn't classed as a greenhouse, even though it was, we can now probably get away with putting the little decorative beams back up. Yeah, as you can see, this is still counted as a greenhouse, even though we've got less glass in here now. Excellent. So, hammer in the offhand, chisel in our main hand. I suppose we can get some cool things going on here, right? Maybe we can make this into kind of a wall kind of dealio? My goodness me, chiseling all of this is going to take quite a lot of chisel durability, isn't it? But I think it's going to be worth it. There's nothing stopping us from having some nice decorations in here, right? For example, we could bring in some 2x2s. And we can add some nice little corner bits in. Don't ask me why I did it. I just kind of did. Should we do this, like, all across the place? Why do I feel like I've just annoyed so many vintage story people? Oh, I don't know. It's the simple things in life that amuse me. And also, I kind of like the design. Like, I really, really do. We've mixed in some andesite here. And the way you do that is simply bringing up the little F screen. You press F on your keyboard, it brings up this menu. And then, yeah, you drop another block in, and you can have 2 blocks occupy a 1 block space. It is incredible. A light temporal storm is imminent. Oh, come on! Oh, here we go. Another visit to Trip Out City. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. Run! There's a bear! Hello! Oh, God! I was not expecting a bear when I put my socks on this morning. Sheesh! And I'm dead in my own base. Absolutely love to see it, don't you? Oh, I have such a little amount of health now. Uh-oh. That's not very good at all now, is it? Oh, look at that. I got a temporal gear and a bunch of flax fibers from this thing, though, so can't complain too much. Hey, look at that. Another flax fiber. Very nice. This guy has nothing. Anyone else? You know what? Honestly, at this point, I don't feel like I could lose too much else, so I'm just going to say screw it. Let's just absolutely go in here. Our lake has turned into a wrestling ring, apparently. But honestly, I don't care a jot. When you got nothing to lose, that is when you are the most dangerous. Excellent. So then, my friends, with that temporal storm taken care of and our greenhouse officially working, I think we could get away with calling this episode a success. We do still have some work to do to the base, particularly with this area here, but today, mostly, I wanted to work with, you know, doing some stuff with the leather we've finally been able to make, and make a greenhouse. And we've done both successfully. So on that note, it's time to wrap things up. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you folks have enjoyed today's episode. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this episode. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future Vintage Story episodes. For now though, have a great rest of your day.